it kind of drifted off into, you know, just a couple of top 32s.
Right. I think the deck lists for it are still pretty rough. They could use some improvement. I think they're too much like a Charbelcher deck. They're too focused on trying to go off as soon as possible, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we see Amin on the left side of your screen. We see Zack to the right of your screen. We see Ruben Bressler in the background. He's working hard, and he's rocking a pretty cool SCG Live t-shirt. Maybe one day we could start, you know, raffling off those SCG Live t-shirts along with this 6 months premium, year premium.
Ooh, 6 months worth of SCG Live t-shirts.
Yeah.
180 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good prize.
You'll never have to do laundry again.
Just pay separate shipping and handling.
All right, so hopefully these guys will get started soon. It looks like Amin kept his hand. He's probably telling some stories. He's like, yeah, you know, last round I won. I played a Wasteland, and then I had Ancestral Vision. I was like, I couldn't even remember what happened to it. I was so happy that I won with my Wasteland. And Zach's like, yeah, okay, can we start this game? I'm tired of this story.
Both players so tired. They've played 11 rounds of Magic.
Yeah.
They need to win one more, though, if they want to hoist that trophy, if they want to be the champion of this Star City Open.
I wonder if any of these guys actually, you know, played yesterday as well, and they played Friday Night Magic. So over the weekend, they played like 25 matches of Magic or something. All right, so there's Ruben looking at those deck lists. And we should get started pretty soon, probably in a minute or two. So who's your pick to win this tournament, Zach? What do you think?
Well, last round, you know, I picked Josh Ravitz to beat Amin Younes. I'm going to have to pick Zack Mullin to beat Amin Younes. Amin Younes, I don't understand how he's doing it. Some kind of crazy voodoo magic here.
Yeah.
It has to stop at some point.
I don't know. You said it was a Cinderella story. I'm going to get behind you. I'm going to think Ahmed's going to take down this tournament.
All right, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I'm on Team Zack.
All right, Team Zack, representing you know, yourself almost. So Zack leads off with a Mystery Rainforest, sacrifices it to get an island. And these guys are playing quick. These guys are saying, you know what, it's you know, 11 o'clock. I got work tomorrow, you got work tomorrow. Let's finish this up.
That's right. And you know what, whatever time it is where you are, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
All weekend we had some great Magic. We had some really exciting combo matches today.
Yeah,
and we only have one more left.
And we have some really good tweets.
Yeah.
All right, so Zack is taking a second turn right here. And remember, we're going to have a trivia question after this game. And the winner is going to walk away with 1 year of free 1 year of free premium. All right, so Zack plays a volcanic island and passes the turn, and Ahmed remembers with his visions this time, and he takes it down to 3 and draws another visions in the process.
That's right. It looks like Zack Mullin has Force of Will, he has Gristlebrand, he has Emrakul, he has Misdirection. So the only part he's really missing is that sneak or that show.
Yep, and that's lots of time, you know, that happens with the combo deck. You have everything except for half the combo.
Yep.
All right, so Amin sacrifices his Polluted Delta, shuffles his deck somewhat, and presents it to Zack, and I think it's going to be Hem the Torok, and that's exactly what it is.
Yep, and we'll see a Misdirection, of course.
Whoa.
Misdirection, removing that Force of Will that Zack didn't want anyway.
Yeah.
Back to you, Amin.
So this is going to be essentially a 2 for 3.
Yeah.
So both players losing cards in the process. You know, Amin is bad for him, but at least he has that vision coming out in a couple turns that will help him draw some more cards and, you know, hopefully give him some more gas.
Right, that vision is so important. It normally isn't going to do much against Sneak Control, but this game, it's going to be great.
Yep. All right. So they're just going to roll a dice. Now, normally, you know, if you were to play casual Magic against your friend, you'll just choose some cards in your opponent's hand. Rolling a dice just makes everything more random, just to make sure somebody wasn't, you know, maybe tracking the cards you've drawn.
Right.
Knowing which cards are the good cards in your hand.
Exactly. So that him hits a Shardless and a land. I mean, still left with that other Ancestral Vision in his hand.
All right.
Oh,
wow. Show and tell. This game's going to end quick. Zack Mullin plays a show and tell, and he's just going to plop down a Grizzlebrand.
Yep, here it is.
Yep, and what does Amin put into play? 1, 3, 2. Okay, on the count of 3. All right. 1, 2. Oh, it's an Emrakul. All right, did he not have a Grizzlebrand?
I thought he did.
I thought he did as well.
So interesting choice on the Emrakul. This gives Amin a little bit of an out here. He can potentially play Jason, bounce that Emrakul.
Yeah, maybe we could take a look at Zack's hand once he picks it up, so we can see if it's a Grizzlebrand or not. But I really thought it was a Grizzlebrand.
So Amin Younes finds himself in the same situation that he was in against Josh. He has 1 turn to draw Jace.
Yep. All right, there's a Brainstorm. 1, 2. Ooh. Nope. And scoops it up. And it was a Grizzlebrand.
Wow.
Wow. Wouldn't it be better to play a Grizzlebrand there?
Well, let's see. Looking at Amin Youn's deck, he doesn't have any removal for the Grizzlebrand. Abrupt Decay can't touch it. Yeah, I think that's a rare misplay from Zack.
I don't know. Do you think he was afraid of like a Baleful Strix or something? But like, Zack could just draw a bunch of cards with a Grizzlebrand.
Exactly. Find a
yeah,
sneak
exactly.
attack
Yeah.
and, I don't know.
Just find anything. I mean, if you're drawing, 7 or 14 cards, that's just good enough for anything almost.
Exactly. It's been a long day. He's played 23 matches of Magic. He can afford a few misplays in game 1 of this match.
And maybe he just wants to end it. He just wants to go, Emrakul, I got to go home.
Exactly. If you got it, you got it. I got Big Daddy Emrakul.
Yeah, why not? All right, so we're going to do our trivia right now. This is going to be not for 3 months, not for 6 months. This is going to be for 1 year of premium.
That's right.
The game's premium. So this is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, we're giving away 1 month, or sorry, not 1 month, 1 year of premium. So far, we've given away a lot of it. This time, though, we got the full year.
Yeah, we do. This is crazy.
So, do you have a trivia question for us?
Do you have a trivia question?
Well, I asked you first, Gerard.
All right, well, I do have a trivia question.
All right, good.
All right, so we were just talking about some of the decks, some of the new decks, some of the decks across the room or everything. I want to know, what was the deck that played 0 lands today? All right, so don't say Goblin Charbelcher.
Nope.
Because Goblin Charbelcher plays how many lands?
1 land.
All right, this deck actually plays 0 lands, believe it or not.
Okay, so why don't we make it a little more specific? Why don't we make it what Gate Crash cards enable this deck?
What Gate Crash cards?
Yep,
Okay,
let's get both of them.
Both? This is tough.
Let's get both of them. Hey,
okay.
This is for 1 year.
All right, so
they have to get both.
You're gonna have to know both the Gate Crash cards that enables this deck to play 0 lands.
Right.
Is the key cards from Gate Crash, and I think they're both commons, right? One's a common, one's an uncommon.
One's a common, one's an uncommon. Yeah, we'll give you a little hint.
They're
maybe
both
a tough one.
Maybe.
They're both 2/3.
They're both 2/3s.
Okay,
so if you want, you could go to
that'll
StarCityGems.com. You could do your little search and find out all the 2/3 creatures from Gate Crash.
That's right.
And then
if you really have to do it the hard way,
or you just go
ahead.
on Twitter and see what the other people put.
hey now.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
No cheating. No cheating.
All right. So it's a really cool deck. 0 lands. Why not? All right. So we're gonna go back to the players right now. They're gonna be sideboarding. They're probably gonna be looking at each other's deck list to see exactly what one person has in his deck. Just because, sure, they probably saw their deck list before top 8. But they're not going to remember everything.
Right, and it's such an important part of Legacy Magic, and really any Magic, to figure out how your opponent is going to be sideboarding, because you just don't want to sideboard in a vacuum. You have to sideboard for how he's sideboarding.
Exactly. So as you can see on the right of the screen, Zack has his sideboard right there for everybody to see at home. 4 defense grids, 4 Graph Digger's Cage, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Red Elemental Blast, 3 Stifle, 2 Caracas. Zack, tell everybody what he's going to bring in.
Well, he's not bringing in Caracas. That's for the mirror.
Yes.
He's probably going to bring in some number of Stifle.
Yeah, I like Stifle here.
It stops some crucial things. It stops the Ancestral Vision if the game goes that long. It stops the Shardless Cascade. It can stop the Deathrite Shaman activation. But more importantly, it stops a fetch land or a wasteland.
And the one other thing it can stop is Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Jace the Mind Sculptor, right.
It's like, I have 1 mana open, you want to try to bounce my Grizzlebrand, you want to try to bounce my Emrakul, no, I'm going to stop it with the Stifle.
That's right. Defense Grid, we might see him bring in Defense Grid, but I don't think so, because, he only has 4 Force of Wills.
Exactly, and most of Amin's disruption is hand disruption. That's going to be played at sorcery speed.
Right. Zack Mullin also has a lot of instants himself.
Exactly. Amin. What is Amin going to bring in now?
Well, it's got to start with the Engineered Plague. Making Emrakul a 14/14 could make all the difference here.
All right, I'm going to have to disagree with you there.
Okay.
I think Amin's going to bring in 4 Force of Wills. I think he's probably going to bring in the Golgari Charm, the 2 Surgical Extractions, 2 Duress, and 2 Thought Seizes.
Yeah. All joking aside, I completely agree with you. Same sideboarding as last time. He just needs his anti-combo cards. Needs to board out the anti-creature cards.
Yeah, now the one difference is, though, Josh Ravitz had 4 ley lines.
Right.
Zack has 0 ley lines. I wonder if there's going to be, any difference there.
Well, I really like the Leyline of Sanctity from Josh Ravitz. It's the perfect card to have against this bug discard deck. Zack Mullin, I bet you he wishes he had it here.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, he has the defense grid. It seems like he was way more worried about the blue decks rather than the discard decks.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see what happens. Amin's going to be on the play this game. And he's got his 7 cards. He's taking a look one by one. Let's see if both players keep. Let's see, what turn this game goes to. Ooh, there's a Forcible in Amin's hand. I don't know if he has any lands, though. He's looking a bit confused. He's like, hey, I know I played more than 0 lands in my deck. What's going on?
He's not playing any Gate Crash cards. So,
All right.
Amin going to 6, but luckily for him, Zack Mullin also shipping it
Yeah,
back.
you know what? Zach's a nice guy. He's like, you're gonna mulligan. Why not? I'll mulligan as well. Now, recently they just changed the mulligan rule. It used to be one person would have to resolve all their mulligans.
That's right.
Then the other person got to decide. So, if you had a questionable hand, you got to see if your opponent were to mulligan down to 5, mulligan down to 4, and then you would say, you know what? Even though my hand's kind of shaky, you're on 4 cards. I'm gonna keep. Now it goes 1 by 1, which I like a lot better.
Yeah, it really speeds up the mulligan process. It just makes it a little more fair for both players.
Exactly, because no one really wants to mulligan. Magic is designed to be a game where it's a fair game. Both players have, even footing. Although Legacy lots of times doesn't, it doesn't really feel like
Sometimes you
a
get
fair game.
Emerald.
Yeah, sometimes your opponent goes turn 1 Emerald, and you really can't do too much. The other thing is that I actually, like I said before, I played Vintage not too long ago in a pretty big Vintage tournament, and I always thought it would be like turn 1 kill, but Vintage, there's lots of play to it as well.
Yeah. It's really a common misconception about Vintage that it's all about the turn 1, it's all about who wins the die roll. Really, a lot of people have studied the Vintage die roll. It's like 52-48.
Yeah.
It barely even matters.
Yeah, so Vintage is a cool format as well.
Yep, hard to get a Vintage tournament together, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's really cool that Star City does the Legacy tournaments, because Legacy and Vintage, is somewhat similar.
Brothers.
Yeah.
You get to see all the old cards in action, the candelabras that would otherwise just be collecting dust in a binder somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both players on 6 cards. Let's see if they decide to keep or not. Amin looked like he was gonna mulligan, and then he said, "No, what? I'll take a chance." And both players decided to keep. So there's a creeping tar pit from Amin, and Zack draws his card for the turn.
Looks like a sneak attack, so he at least has that part of his combo.
Okay, there's a Scalding Tarn from Zack.
If I see a red blast peeking out of Zack Mullin's hand too, he'll be able to counter a blue spell.
Alright, so Amin draws another land in the form of Verdant Catacombs. He's going to sacrifice this.
Yep, he has a him and he has a Goyf. Which one do you think he'll play first?
He ends up going with the Goyf, so no Stifle there. I wonder if Zack brought him in or not. I think he probably did.
Yeah, it's really more of a question of what he wanted to cut more than what he wanted to bring in.
Exactly, yeah. He might have wanted the Stifles, but he just had nothing to cut for them, so
right.
That's definitely understandable.
So 1/2 Tarmogoyf from Amin. That's going to grow really quickly because next turn he has the him.
Ham to Tark, yeah. But did you see what Zack just drew this turn?
Oh no, what was it?
It was a misdirection.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Amin's Judgment Call of the Tarmogoyf is going to backfire when he gets himmed.
Yeah, so this is going to be crazy. All right. So Tarmogoyf is a 1/2 right now. There's a dice. Amin draws a Surgical Extraction. And he's going to go for the Hem to Tark, but he's not going to like this at all. It's going to be a misdirection.
Whoops.
Ooh. I think it's going to be a misdirection.
I would think
yeah,
so.
There it is.
Stop hitting yourself, Amin. Stop hitting yourself.
All right. So what is he going to pitch? I think he wants to pitch this Force of Will.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with his opponent only having 2 cards.
Yeah. Maybe, is that a Spell Pierce? What is that?
Yep, that's a Spell Pierce.
Yeah, maybe pitch a Spell Pierce, I think.
I don't know. He doesn't have another blue card for the Force of Will.
Yeah. Either way, it's close. Okay, he decides to pitch the Force of Will. So now Amin is the one that's hem-to-tarking himself. The good news, though, for Amin is that Tarmogoyf's going to grow.
Exactly. It's going to be at least a 3/4 here. Even more if Zack hits his other Tarmogoyf.
All right. So he rolls a 1, and he rolls something off-screen.
A
and
1.
Let's see what he discards: a Surgical Extraction and a Tarmogoyf.
Ooh, not what Amin wanted to hit, but...
Okay, the Goyf's up to 4/5, correct?
Yeah, 4/5 Tarmogoyf. That's a 5-turn clock for Zack Mullin.
But look at Amin's hand, just land.
Yeah, Zack Mullin's hand, very good.
Yeah, so we're going to update that Goyf to a 4/5. No, it's a 4/5, isn't it? Misdirection's an instant.
So. Instant sorcery. Yeah, okay, there we go. 4/5.
No. Yeah, it's a 4/5,
Yep,
correct?
4/5. Zack Mullin down to 16.
Wait, is it a 4/5?
It is. We can't see the him in Amin's graveyard,
Yeah,
but it is
okay,
there.
4/5, yeah, that's what I thought.
So Amin just has land go.
Okay. So Zack's going to untap and draw. And it's an island.
And
okay.
Okay, so Zack Mullin, next turn he does have the sneak attack.
Does he have a creature?
He has an Emrakul.
Oh, wow.
So he just has to dodge 1 turn of discard from Amin Younes.
Yeah, well,
Maybe 2 turns.
Well, the Emrakul won't kill Amin. It will only bring him down to a very, very low life total.
Yeah, but more importantly, it'll wipe all of his permanents, and Zack will still have a sneak attack.
Exactly, yeah. So he's just going to have to sit and wait to draw another monster.
That's right.
Yep. All right. So Amin goes down to 18. So his board is Underground Sea, Bayou, Creeping Tar Pit, and a 4/5 Tarmogoyf.
Yep. Amin there with the eye roll. He knows his back's up against the wall. He said, why did it have to hit my 2 spells?
Yeah.
Like so many before him that fall to the him.
Yep. All right. So Amin draws. Not too sure what it is. He's holding it up. There's an Underground Sea. Is it something good like a Jace or no?
I'm not sure. The tar pit's going to get in though.
It's probably not a Jace. Yeah, so Zack will take 7 points of damage here. He's going to fall down to 8.
I don't think so. Can he red blast that tar pit?
Do you think he will?
He has to, actually, because he would take 7 down to 8, the next turn crack the fetch land and be at 7, so he's forced to red blast this.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you're right. He probably does. All right, so that's what's going to happen right now. Zack's going to fetch a volcanic island, I guess?
Yep, I mean, looks like he knows what's happening here.
Maybe a basic mountain, a bit safer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So there's a bit of discrepancy. I'm not sure what the judges are talking about here with the Goyf. Long story short, Zack's gonna fall to 10 life.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I think 11. I think he's already taken 1 from the fetch.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. No, he didn't because he force-willed.
No, he misdirected.
Oh, you're right. He did
So,
misdirect. Yeah. Okay.
Zack Mullin at 15 going down to 11.
Okay.
And Amin Younes gets wastelanded right there by that red blast.
All right. And he draws
Grizzlebrand.
Oh, there's a sneak attack. Hopefully Amin draws his Golgari charm.
That's exactly what he needs.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
One of his only outs here, right?
I think so. If he somehow managed to him away the 2 monsters, that would be good too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to peel it. He's going to peel
yeah.
it. Where's the hole cam?
Yeah. No whole cam. That's what we need. Some Star City whole cams. Why not, right?
So Zack Mullin drops to 7 from that attack.
Yeah.
And we'll see what Amin has.
Surgical extraction and a polluted delta.
Yeah,
that's not going to do it.
Doesn't do much.
It looks like Sneak and Show might take down this tournament. There's the Emrakul. There's Grizzlebrand. He shows it to him.
Yeah, and then Amin says, "Where's the red source? We don't have it.
You don't have the second red."
I'm gonna get 1 more draw phase.
Yeah, I'm gonna have no permanence, but that's okay.
Yep. He doesn't need no permanence.
All right. So Zack, I'm not too sure what's going on here. I think I'm just thinking, is there anything I could do?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. He might have stopped Zack during his draw phase.
I think he just wants to, get 1 more minute of camera time.
He's trying to hit the Scalding Charm to buy himself 1 more turn.
And he extends the hand. Congratulations to Zack Mullin. You are Star City Game Edison Legacy Champion, and you won it with Sneak and Show. That's awesome.
Team Zack for life right there.
Yeah, Team Zack for life. And look at Amin. He lost, but he's still happy. He had a great time coming 2nd place in this wonderful tournament.
Probably can't believe he made it that far.
Yeah, he's just
I can't believe he made it that far.
Yeah, he's like, this Bug Charlotte's deck, I was supposed to just go, 4-4 with it or something.
His combo matchup is like 90%.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And I think we're going to have Ruben speak with Zack. Is that what's going to happen? I'm pretty sure.
We will. Ruben's going to set up the interview with Zack, but in the meantime, we're going to recap that match for you. We're going to recap the top 8.
Recap everything for this weekend, and we're also going to give away 1 year of premium. We're going to announce the winner.
Let's slow roll the premium a little bit.
Sure.
Let's go through the top 8.
All right. Why not?